ho! Merry Christmas! Do you know why candy canes are so expensive? It's because they're always in mint condition. Howdy, fellow foodie friends. Thanks for joining me, Hoosier Daddy, for Coffee Vlogmas episode 17. I have been doing a different coffee review every day for the month of December leading up until Christmas. And I'm also doing a Christmas trivia game, so make sure you stay tuned until the end because I'll be doing a trivia question, and whoever answers it correctly first down in the comments gets a point from me. Whoever has the most points at Christmas gets an awesome, cool, amazing prize for me. So you don't want to miss that. So I was checking out this cafe that is New Orleans inspired. It's called the Chicory Café, and it's a really cute New Orleans inspired cafe that has food, and they do catering, and they've got coffee too. So since this is Coffee Vlogmas and I'm doing a coffee review, I decided to try their standard traditional Café Au Lait, which simply means coffee with milk. Now, I got it with their dark roast, which they describe as a blend of coffee beans from around the world, rich dark chocolate tones with a light floral hint in the aftertaste, blended with roasted French chicory to deepen the flavor. So that sounds pretty good. Fun fact for you, chicory is blended with the coffee because that is a New Orleans tradition that they learned from French immigrants. So during the Civil War in America, when the Union had a naval blockade around New Orleans, they did what the French immigrants knew to do, and that was to supplement their coffee with chicory. And what they do is they take the root of that chicory plant and they dry it out and grind it up just like coffee, and it has a similar flavor. Anyway, let's get on with it, see what this is like. The traditional Café Au Lait from the Chicory Café in South Bend. And you open it up, it looks nice and foamy where the milk was mixed with it. I didn't get this with any sweetener. I just wanted to do the traditional Café Au Lait coffee with milk. And it smells really good. It doesn't smell really strong of coffee. It has kind of a creamy smell to it. So let's see what it tastes like. Salud! That is really good. This has no sweetener, no sugar in it, but it tastes a little sweet. Kind of mellow. A nice creamy texture. It's not bitter at all like you would expect from a black coffee. I think the chicory actually helps kind of mellow out the flavor, gives it a smoother taste. Wow, that's really good. I like that. So, if I was up here again, it's definitely a coffee I would get, and it's cheaper than all the fancy flavored coffees. That's really good. I will probably give that a 9 out of 10. Now, I also have a bonus review for you today. Woohoo! If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail or the title, I decided to get something extra along with this coffee. Since it was a whole New Orleans themed cafe that I was getting this coffee from, I wanted to get something else that I really like, because I was actually in New Orleans this summer, and if you ever get a chance to go to New Orleans, you have to go just for the food, because I've been around the country to a lot of different places, and no exaggeration, the food in New Orleans is by far the best food I've ever had. Oh my gosh, it's so good. They've got shrimp etouffee and jambalaya and gumbo and the boudin sausage and the po' boys and the muffalettas. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on about that. It was all the food I had down there was so amazing. It was so good. That Cajun and Creole inspired seafood. You can get alligator. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. So good. So if you ever get a chance to go down there, you don't even need to worry about seeing any of the sights. Just go for the food. It's definitely worth it. But anyway, I got so excited about seeing all this New Orleans inspired food at the Chicory Café. Since it was breakfast, I decided to do a famous breakfast item, and that is a beignet. If you don't know what a beignet is, it is like a French style donut covered in powdered sugar, made famous by probably the most famous cafe down in New Orleans, a place called the Café du Monde, which I actually did try while I was down there, and they were really good. So we are gonna see how this compares to the beignets down there. So here I got my little bag of beignets. I haven't opened them up yet, so oh my gosh, they smell good. They smell so good. Ooh, and they're still warm. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. They're in a little tray. Wow. So if you can see this, oh, the heat kind of melted the powdered sugar a little bit, but those look really good. Go on and take a bite. You know you want to. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Doesn't that look good? If I can get it in focus, look a lot better. Oh, go ahead, take a little lick. Oh, baby, looks so good. Okay, I'm done teasing myself. Let's see how these taste. So good. Soft and pillowy and powdered sugary. And they're not overly greasy, even though they're fried. I would say these are just as good as the ones I had down in New Orleans. So good. There's a reason that beignets are so famous and so popular. This is absolutely amazing. And it goes good with any kind of coffee you want to get. So, these get a 10 out of 10 for me all day. But I know you didn't come here to see me stuffing my face with beignets. You came here for the Christmas trivia game. If you stuck with me this long, thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any other kind of coffees that I should try. But might as well get on with the Christmas trivia game for today. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is tell me from what movie did I take this screenshot. It's a famous Christmas movie. Just tell me what movie it was where this screenshot is from. Leave your answer in the comments below. And don't forget to join me tomorrow for episode 18 of Coffee Vlogmas. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas.